Going on a trip with next generation English. We're gonna learn and dive into this magic land. We're gonna find some friends and learn some words. I want to see what you like. Your favorite food, your favorite team. Come in this journey with me. Next generation. Next generation. Next generation. English for you and me. Don't be scared of what you heard. English is not what you think. If you pay attention, you might just dream. Next generation, I wanna learn with you. You wanna learn with me? Hey, come on, let's work together in this. This project is for all of us who want to win. Next generation. Next generation. Next generation. English for you and me.
For those who don't remember who I am, my name is Eder, and I am here with my best friend Natalia. Keep in mind that together we are going to travel and learn more about our culture and region. We love learning about our Caribbean region. Hello, Natalia. Let the audience know who you are and what else we're gonna do in this program.
Hi everyone, my name is Natalia. I am 16 years old and I live in Puerto Colombia, Atlántico. I am really happy to start this English program with you. In this radio program, we're going to learn about different places and people, and we're going to do it in English. Do you like English, Heather? How about you guys? Do you like English?
Of course, I love English and I'm sure that our listeners love it too. I practice English with my friends and my family every single day. In this program, we are going to have different sections. Atlantic News, Sports, Get to Know Me, Let's Play, Listen Up, Get Ready with Me, Reading Nook, and Backpack. Natalia, please let us know what we are going to talk about in each section.
Well, Heather, first of all, we have Atlantic News, where we will talk about current events in our department. For example, information about the quarantine and important things happening in Atlántico. Then we have Sports, a section dedicated to our most important athletes and the sports we like a lot. We will also have a section for interviews called Get to Know Me. We will talk to some of the most interesting people you can think of.
Wow, we are going to learn a lot about our region, sports, and people with those sections. I can't wait. So far, my favorite section is about sports. Okay, what else do we have for our audience, Natalia?
Next, our most fun section. Let's play. We will play games together and we will have some challenges for you too. It will be so much fun. Listen up, it's our music section. We will discuss the greatest hits in English of all time. Finally, our beauty section for all you beautiful people. Get ready with me. We will talk about the latest trends in fashion, makeup, hair, and even health.
I'm really excited to listen to those sections. Let me tell you that I love traveling and discovering new things. That's why, in our backpack section, we'll be traveling to different towns from our department. We will take our backpacks and take our imagination to discover more and more about these places. Remember, imagination can take you anywhere.
Yeah, Heather, that sounds cool. I remember that I saw you with many books in your backpack. So let me ask you, do you like reading books and short stories?
You have to be kidding me. Reading is my passion. This is one of my favorite parts of the day.
Well, I think that you're going to love this section, Reading Nook. This is a relaxing section. We will pick a book and we will read it together.
Natalia, that sounds awesome. But I'm sure that our listeners have this question. What is a reading nook?
A reading nook is a place where you can sit and take a breath. It should be a corner, or if you like, it could be an entire room in your home dedicated to your needs and unique personality. Basically, it is your own space to read. Heather, do you have your own reading nook?
Honestly, my favorite spot to read is in my backyard. I have a big tree and I sit under it. It's really fresh. You know, I love nature.
Hi everyone, I'm Natalia. Thanks for listening to this Get to Know Me. I am glad that today we're going to talk about our neighborhoods. Estoy muy contenta porque hoy vamos a hablar de nuestros barrios. Today we'll learn new words and phrases to talk about all those places that surround us. So, you're going to get to know different places and how to talk about them. Let's start.
Hi, Natalia. Yeah, I'm here. I'm really happy to start talking about this topic, our neighborhoods, nuestros barrios. Déjame deletrear la palabra neighborhood. Let me spell the word neighborhood. 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 Ahora ya sabes cómo escribirla. Today, we are going to learn practice vocabulary to talk about our neighborhood. I'm sure that all this vocabulary will be very helpful to our listeners. Vamos a aprender mucho vocabulario. Let's do it!
Yeah, that sounds great. Hey Heather, right now I am in my town, Puerto Colombia. This is a place for walking. Es un lugar para caminar. In my neighborhood, I can do all my errands. Heather, before we get ice cream, I need to return these 3 books to the library. Where is the library?
It is on this street on the corner. In this neighborhood, there is an old library. En este barrio hay una biblioteca vieja, but we can find all the books that we need. It's really helpful for doing any homework. Let's go to the library. We need to return those books as soon as possible. Vamos a la biblioteca. Tú necesitas devolver esos libros lo más pronto posible. Let's go!
Here we are. This is my favorite place, the library. Let me spell it for you. Library. Library. In this place, I can find all the books that I like. They borrow me books for my homework and my entertainment. Well, now I need to return these books and I will think about the next one I am going to get. I still have Moby Dick because this is the one that we are reading in the section Reading Nook.
Natalia, look over there. There is a bookshop. What is the difference between a library and a bookshop? I have heard from many people that it's so confusing to know which one to use. Could you explain, please?
Sure, Eder, it is very simple. First, let me start checking the spelling for you. That's bookshop. 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 In a bookshop, people can buy books and magazines, and in a library, people read books and sometimes they borrow them for free.
Oh, I see. Bookshop es para comprar libros y revistas y library es para leer y prestar libros. Now I understand when to use these words. Well, we already returned your books in the library. So, what are we going to do?
Now I need to buy some notebooks and pencils for my online lessons. I already used all the pages of my old notebooks. I need new ones.
Do you have cash? ¿Tienes efectivo?
No. Is there a bank near here? ¿Hay algún banco por aquí cerca?
There is a bank behind you. Hay un banco detrás de ti.
Thanks, Heather. You know this neighborhood so well. Gracias, Heather. Conoces este barrio muy bien.
Yeah, it's really useful to have a bank in this neighborhood. Banks are places where people can keep their money. Los bancos son lugares donde las personas mantienen su dinero. Let me spell it for our listeners. Bank. B-A-N-K. Bank. In Spanish, we say banco. Most people use banks to save money in their saving accounts and to pay money from their checking accounts.
That's true. Nowadays, when a person earns money from their job, their paycheck is often electronically deposited into their savings account or checking account. Banks also give loans to people. People may use the bank's money to buy new houses, cars, or to start businesses, among other things. Now I have cash and I can buy my notebooks and pencils. Where can we go to buy them?
Look over there. Mira por allá. That store sells notebooks, pencils, and more stuff. Let's go. Vamos.
Yeah, let's go.
Well, now you have your notebooks and pencils for your online lessons. They will be really helpful. This store has all that we need. Esta tienda tiene todo lo que nosotros necesitamos. I think that I will get some poster for my bedroom. I need to decorate it a little bit. Lo necesito decorar un poco.
Yep, you'd better decorate it. Well, Heather, I'm a little bit tired. I would like to sit and chill out. Where are we going?
Well, there is a park over there. Hay un parque por allá. In that park, we can sit on the bench and we can see children playing with their balls. It's so much fun. I love this neighborhood because it has two parts. One for little kids that has a huge playground and another one that is for teenagers and adults that have a soccer field and some gym machines to do exercise.
Well, now that we are here in this park, I am craving ice cream. Do you have more cash?
Yes, I do. I have cash. Tengo efectivo. Look over there. There is an ice cream parlor near this park. Hay una heladería cerca de este parque.
Ice cream parlor. Let me spell it for you. ICECREAM PARLOR. Ice cream parlor. In Spanish, we say heladería. I love ice cream parlors because I love eating ice cream.
I love ice cream parlors too. Ice cream parlors are places that sell ice cream, gelato, sorbet, or frozen yogurt to consumers. Las heladerías son lugares para vender helados, gelatos o yogur congelado a los clientes. Ice cream is typically sold as regular ice cream or soft serve, which is usually dispensed by a machine with a limited number of flavors.
I love my neighborhood. Me encanta mi barrio. Everything is near our apartment, even hair salons, There's a hair salon or 2 blocks away. Hay una peluquería a unas cuadras. I visit that hair salon twice a week and see my manicurist weekly.
I see. Well, what else can we find in this neighborhood? ¿Qué más podemos encontrar en este barrio?
Well, there is a school over there. That is a public school. Most people from this neighborhood study there. It is really a great school. Students learn a lot of things there. They learn English and they like speaking English with the tourists that come to the town during vacations.
Wow, that's really great. Practicing English with tourists is a great opportunity. Practicar inglés con turistas es una gran oportunidad. This helps us to meet new people and expand our horizons.
Yeah, in this neighborhood there are people who speak 2 languages. En este barrio hay gente que habla 2 idiomas, English and Spanish. We are bilingual. Nosotros somos bilingües. Being bilingual is so cool. Ser bilingüe es muy cool.
Well, I think that it's time to be back home. I have to take the bus to go to my neighborhood that is in another town.
Oh, thanks, Heather. It was so nice to walk around my neighborhood and run some errands together.
Bye bye, Natalia. See you next time. Keep in mind that next time you have to come to my neighborhood and together we'll continue discovering new things and new words in English. Hello again, Natalia. Welcome to Let's Play. Today, we are going to play a game and we are going to learn new expressions that are related to neighbors and neighborhoods. Are you ready? I'm sure that you are all ready for this. Let's start with Natalia, that today she is going to teach us more expressions. Please take a pen and a notebook to take some notes. Taking notes is very important to learn more. Let's start.
Okay, so let's look at some of these very common expressions. The first one is the word neighbor. I'm going to give you an example using a sentence. We just moved here, so we haven't met the neighbors. What do you think neighbor means?
Neighbors? No idea. Where is it?
I'm sure you know. You're just playing. Neighbor means a person living next door to or very near you. In Spanish, we say vecino.
Yeah, I got it. My neighbors are very friendly. Mis vecinos son muy amigables.
Well, I'm glad that your neighbors are friendly. Some people are not that lucky. You know, there are some neighbors who don't have that sense of community and act as if there is no one around. They play loud music at certain hours, create some tension.
Yeah, I have heard that some people have problems with their neighbors. Sí, yo he escuchado que algunas personas tienen problemas con sus vecinos. It's very important to keep in mind that being a neighbor requires some responsibilities. For example, knowing your neighbors. It's important to know your neighbors, and that's the first step. Es importante conocer a tus vecinos y ese es el primer paso.
Yeah, you're right, Heather. Knowing your neighbors makes you feel safer in a community. Conocer a tus vecinos hace que te sientas más seguro en tu comunidad. It's also a great way to feel supported, and sometimes neighbors become lifelong friends. También es una manera de sentirse apoyado y algunas veces los vecinos se convierten en amigos de toda la vida. Getting along with neighbors can sometimes be difficult, but it all starts with being a good neighbor yourself.
That's what it is, Natalia. One way to be a good neighbor is to simply take pride in your neighborhood. Debemos sentirnos orgullosos de nuestro barrio. Embrace it for what it is. Find out what you can do to make it better and tell others about how much you love your community.
Another tip is to help maintain shared spaces. Otra recomendación es ayudar a mantener los lugares compartidos. Good neighbors don't just take care of their home and yard, they also look after the shared spaces, like terraces and neighborhood parks.
Also, when you spruce up your yards or balconies, they need to keep in mind that their taste is individual. So, what they do with their front yard or their balcony is a matter of what they like. So, make sure that you limit your cleaning supplies and sport equipment on a balcony. This is just a recommendation, so you can avoid any complaint about it.
One of the most common complaints are loud parties. It is important to limit late or loud parties. Parties are the best, but going late and being loud is a burden on your neighbors. You should definitely have fun in your own home, but consider your neighbors' needs and limit the noise and activity during sleep hours.
For those who don't like to have a close relationship with neighbors, I may suggest that at least you introduce yourself. You don't have to become best friends with everyone in your neighborhood, but introducing yourself and learning names is just a good thing to do.
You know what is really annoying? Overload trash bags over your terrace or shared spaces. Don't overload trash bags in shared spaces. Trash bags are gross and attract all kinds of animals. Keep trash inside the trash bags and try not to overload them. If you do overload them on the regular, consider getting another trash bag. And don't put trash out days ahead of pickup time.
Well, Natalia, you have a dog, right? Well, quiet your barking dog. Please bring barking dogs inside, especially if you are not going to be home. It's better for them, and you won't drive your neighbors crazy.
You're right, Heather. Now we're talking about complaints. When your neighbor complains about it, don't be defensive. If someone asks you to quiet down or lets you know your barking dog is making them crazy, don't get defensive. It is better to follow these steps. Listen, apologize, figure out a solution. If you think their accusations aren't your fault, mention it calmly and offer to help find out what is really going on.
Don't forget to say hello. Saying hi is easy and can really make someone's day. It's also a way to connect with others without having to delve deeply into a relationship. Even if you prefer a bit of distance from the people you live around, saying hello obligates you to no one, but it does help you earn some of the benefits of a close knit neighborhood, such as safety and others looking out for you.
Last but not least, be trustworthy. Show your neighbors you're trustworthy by signing for their packages when they're not home, bringing them things that were delivered to you instead of them, or mentioning that you haven't seen them in a while and wanted to make sure they're okay.
Well, that's all for this section. We learn new words and we also learn about how to be a good neighbor. See you around, listeners! Are you in a reading nook? I hope all of you are now in your reading nook because it's time to be really attentive. We are going to start our segment, Reading Nook. Last section, we started reading Moby Dick, and we have an activity to check. Are you ready?
Yes, I am ready. I really liked this book. I answered all the questions, and for sure our listeners have their own answers too. I really want a 5, the highest score.
Well, Natalia, you will get a 5 if you give me the right answers for all the questions. But don't worry about the score. because in this space, the most important thing is that you learn.
Okay, Heather, I know that the most important thing is to learn, but believe me, I won't make any mistakes. Let's start.
Let's start with the first question. How many whales did they kill in the Pacific Ocean?
Easy peasy, they killed 4 whales.
Great, Natalia, that's right. What was Captain Ahab's dream about?
He dreamt about his death. Saw his coffin.
Yeah, Natalia. Next question. What did Fedalat see about Captain Ahab's death?
I'm always getting these perfect scores. He saw that Captain Ahab's death involved a rope. Captain Ahab will die after Fadala died.
Yes, it is. If you get the next question right, you will get a perfect score. Here we go. Who was in the ocean?
Yeah, that was Pep again. He was in the ocean and the waters forgot about him.
Wow, Natalia, you are on fire.
Did I get all the answers right?
Yeah, you got all the answers right. You really pay attention to this chapter of this book called Moby Dick. Okay, today we are going to read a new chapter of this book. Natalia, I'm sure that you and all our listeners are really excited to continue with this adventure.
Sure, Heather. Let me remind our listeners that it is very important to pay close attention to this story. We always have some questions to check if you're following the story.
Chapter 10. The Rachel. Later that day, our ship met the Rachel. The Rachel looked as bad as the Pequod after the strong winds. But Captain Ahab didn't talk to the Rachel's captain about the weather. He asked the same question. Did you see the white whale? When Captain Gardner answered, Captain Ahab jumped. Yes, our visitor said, I saw him yesterday. Captain Gardner came onto the Pequod with some of his men. Captain Ahab was full of questions. You saw Moby Dick yesterday? Where? Did you kill him? Where is he now? Captain Gardner's face went white and he began his story. I had 3 boats on the water. Suddenly, the white whale came out of the ocean. I sent one of the boats after it. The men harpooned the whale, it swam away and pulled the boat after it. It was too fast. We couldn't follow the boat and we lost it. We looked last night and this morning, but we couldn't find it. Something on that boat is important to him, Queequeg said quietly to me. Maybe it's his best boat, said Dagu. Or his best harpooner, said Stop. Captain Gardner's face was very sad. He asked Captain Ahab, Will you help us look for the boat, Captain? When Captain Ahab didn't answer, Captain Gardner spoke again. I'll pay you for your time. There was no answer. My son was on that boat. Captain Gardner said, He's my only son, 12 years old. You and I can find him, Captain Ahab. I hope you'll help me. We stood and waited for Captain Ahab's answer. We have to help him, said one whaler loudly. We're all whalers, and many of us have sons. Can't we help him? Asked another man. No, I can't do it, answered Captain Ahab. We don't have time. He turned and spoke to Starbuck. Get these men off my ship now. We're going to sail in 5 minutes. Then he walked away. Captain Gardner looked at each whaler's face with his sad red eyes. But we could do nothing. We had to go with our crazy captain.
In the days after we met the Rachel, Captain Ahab started to get ready for the fight with Moby Dick. He wanted to look after Pip, so he brought Pip to his room. He spoke to him. These next days are going to be very dangerous, he said. We are going to kill the white whale. This is going to be a long, hard fight. I want you to stay here in my room, Pete. Never leave. You'll hear many things, but you have to stay here. Do you understand? Pete listened carefully to Captain Ahab. He didn't really understand everything, but he always wanted to please his captain. He never left Captain Ahab's room again. Captain Ahab always stayed outside after that. He didn't go to his room. He sat and watched the ocean for Moby Dick, morning and night. He ate outside and slept outside in his dirty clothes. Fedalab was there too, but the two men never spoke now. They only did one thing. They washed. One morning, a large black bird flew down from the sky. It flew to Captain Ahab's head. Captain Ahab put his hands up, but the bird flew around and around his head. Fedalab did nothing. Then, suddenly, the bird took Captain Ahab's hat and flew away. Some of the whalers laughed, but some of them were afraid and talked about it later. What does this mean? Will more bad things happen now? They asked. Okay, this is all for today's Reading Nook. Reading books in English is really important for learning this language. When I read a book, I learn vocabulary and practice my English by discovering new things in each story. Now, it's time to check your understanding. In this new activity of this book, we have some questions that you need to answer. Keep in mind that all these questions are based on the pages that we just read. Are you ready?
Yes, we are ready.
Okay, let's start. Listen to 4 questions and write the answers. Keep in mind that we'll check them in the next Reading Nook session. Here we go. Question number 1. Did Captain Gardner see the white whale, Moby Dick? Question number 2. Did Captain Gardner kill Moby Dick? Question number 3. Why was Captain Gardner sad? Question number 4. What did Captain Ahab ask Pig to do?
Next time on Reading Nook, we will answer the questions together. Stay tuned to learn more about Moby Dick. Bye!